Hello and welcome to this first free bonus supplement of the third edition of Crossing the Thames Estuary. I hope to tell you why the supplement is here and how you can use it. The third edition is a significant development on the second edition, with much simpler passage planning timetables with all the data ready for use. This first supplement is aimed at providing a new development to help timing between the entrance of each river to a choice of berths upriver. This video assumes you have the book, but probably it will be quite useful anyway. All of you with the book will know that the landfall waypoints used at the entrance of each river, and that's excepting Ramsgate of course, this is because we come from or aim to reach a whole range of choices in each river, and providing tables for each home berth or ultimate destination would need a rather large volume. Of course, we need to plan in time to arrive at the landfall waypoint for either departure or considering the time of arrival at the landfall waypoint. Onward passage, say to a tide-dependent berth such as Heybridge Basin at the top of the River Blackwater, clearly merits timing. Hence the justification for the supplement. This first supplement is for the River Medway. That's the only river that has full tide data, and I plan to cover the other rivers as soon as possible. So how to use the supplement. Here is the location of the Medway landfall waypoint, just outside Sheerness. The supplement is applicable to any route to or from the Medway. As an example, let us say that we berth at the Medway Yacht Club at Lower Upnor. Nice welcoming people, by the way. We plan to average 4 knots boat speed, and today let us say it's a spring tide. Also, we've decided to go from Lower Upnor to Ramsgate via the Cooperas Channel. Now in the third edition, that's route 18. Here is a table from page 105, and we can see full details of the route in page 90 if you like. Of course this isn't clear. We only need to see the 4-knot spring array, so let us zoom into that array. The table tells us the quickest passage from the Medway landfall waypoint to Ramsgate is 5 hours 54 minutes if we start at high water Sheerness. That is a fairly obvious plan given that we would want to take the ebb tide east and round down to Ramsgate. But how long would it take us from Lower Upnor in time to arrive at the Medway landfall waypoint at high water Sheerness time? The supplement tells us this. The supplement opens with full instructions, and there are individual pages for 4, 5, 6 and 7 knot speed through the water tables. This is the 4 knot page. The first 2 arrays are for leaving the Medway, Springs and Neeps. The second pair are for entering the Medway. In this example, we only need to look at this array for leaving. The table has 2 rows for each location. The first row is the duration in hours and minutes from that location to the landfall waypoint. The second row in that pair is the ETA at the landfall waypoint. This is in Sheerness time, i.e. the state of the tide relative to Sheerness. To find how long it will take us to reach the landfall waypoint, find the pair of rows for Lower Upnor. Next, find the target time for high water in the ETA row, which is the best predicted start time from the landfall waypoint. Blue means flood tide, white means ebb tide. Now we found where the blue meets the white, i.e. high water. And by reading up the column, this tells us we need to start from Lower Upnor at 4 hours 30 minutes before high water Sheerness. The duration row tells us it will take 4 hours 27 minutes to reach the duration waypoint. Pretty obvious given the start time and the location of the landfall waypoint. So a total passage time for Lower Upnor to Ramsgate is 5 hours 54 minutes from the route 18 table, plus 4 hours 27 minutes from the supplement. a total of 10 hours 21 minutes. But the Medway is a large body of water, and from Lower Upnor is a not insignificant 11.67 nautical miles. Route 18 is 30.47 nautical miles. A total for the whole passage is 42.14 nautical miles. At 4 knots over 10 hours passage with both adverse and favourable tide isn't unexpected. But can we compromise? Yes, we can. Let us go back to the Route 18 table and the array. What would happen if we started at the landfall waypoint at 1 hour 30 minutes after high water Sheerness? The table predicts that would take us 6 hours 27 minutes, only 33 minutes longer than the optimum start time. Now we turn to the supplement table. Find the plus 130 ETA, follow the ETA row to the closest value, and by coincidence that's exact. Follow up the column and we find we would depart at Lower Upnor 45 minutes before high water Sheerness, and that sector of the overall passage would take 2 hours 21 minutes, which is a saving of 2 hours 6 minutes. Compromising on the Route 18 sector of the passage costs 33 minutes, but between Lower Upnor to the landfall waypoint saves 2 hours 6 minutes, a net saving of the overall passage of 1 hour 33 minutes. And checking on the Route 18 array, we can confirm that we still have advantageous tide down from North Foreland to Ramsgate. Other choices can be considered, and indeed, as the supplement has 7 locations, 6 in the Medway and the 7th Queenborough, there are solutions for most, if not all, berths up to the Rochester Bridge. Now, what about the other way? Now, if we use the northwards Route 18 array, the table would show us the best predicted start time from Ramsgate is at 4 hours 30 minutes after high water Sheerness, with a duration of 7 hours 1 minute. Note the ETA prediction at the Medway landfall waypoint is 28 minutes before high water Sheerness. Now the supplement is reversed, using the entering the Medway arrays, and find the closest ETA time of 0.028 in the top row of the array. Minus 0.30 is the closest. Follow down the column to the pair of rows for Lower Upnor, and you can see a duration of 4 hours 4 minutes, arriving at plus 3:30. That's 3 hours 30 minutes after high water Sheerness. Total passage is 7 hours 1 minute plus 4 hours 4 minutes, which is 11 hours 5 minutes. Let us try to halve the passage time between the landfall waypoint and Lower Upnor. Follow the duration time, and we can see 2 hours 16 minutes duration if we arrive at the landfall waypoint at minus 1:45, i.e. 1 hour 45 minutes before high water Sheerness. Back to the Route 18 table and find the closest value in the ETA row for minus 1.45. Minus 151 is the closest, and that tells us that the start time at the Ramsgate waypoint would give a passage of 7 hours 39 minutes. That is only 38 minutes longer than the best predicted start time, if we left at the Ramsgate waypoint at 2 hours 30 minutes after high water Sheerness. By using that compromise, we have an overall passage of 7 hours 39 minutes plus 2 hours 16 minutes, a total 9 hours 55 minutes, a net saving of 1 hour 10 minutes. Other permutations are of course possible. Indeed, a further earlier start of 30 minutes could save a further 24 minutes. Your berth might be tide dependent, such as at Whitton Marine or Gillingham Marina. The supplement still works. If departing, follow the top row of the leaving table. Say you cannot depart before 1 hour 30 minutes before high water Sheerness. Find that value in the top row of the leaving table and then follow down the column to your location to find the first predicted start time to arrive at the landfall waypoint. If arriving, follow in the ETA row for the relevant location in the entering table and find the window for sufficient tide, say between -130 to +130. Having found that window, you can transfer that window up to the top row to find the landfall waypoint window. You can then go back to the Route 18 northwards table and transfer that landfall waypoint window to the ETA row. That is the penultimate row. The choices are now available in the Route 18 table. You've seen the 4-knot table. The supplement includes other tables for 5, 6 and 7-knot boat speed. Indeed, I have tables for 3, 8 and 10 knots as well, but they're not included in the PDF. I hope this all justifies the term bonus. It's free. Just go to the web page and download the PDF or use it online. I admit it is best on A3 paper if printed, but the full options, I'm afraid, just need that space. This supplement is for the River Medway, courtesy of the impressive tide data available, that is 8 tide diamonds within the River Medway. A similar approach for the Essex and Suffolk rivers cannot be achieved, as there just isn't that sort of tide data available. However, there are options, and I'm planning to issue a further supplement or supplements within the next month to deal with all of the other rivers. Oh, a final comment. Bear in mind that the supplement data assumes you would benefit or suffer the full tide effect, i.e. largely down the middle of the river, subject to rules. Of course, if you have local knowledge and the right draft, you can improve on timings when encountering adverse tide. A matter for you. All images, of course, are courtesy of IMRE. I hope they help. I hope also that you enjoyed this, and by all means ask any questions you want.